Don't worry, we just lost to Dinosaurs on purpose. That way we could get Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus put back to 1 on the next ban list. Assuming that luxury game tournaments have an impact on the Forbidden and Limited list. Dun dun dun! Oh. So, what is up, guys? This is my favorite quote from Herman Hansen over the weekend here out of the luxury games tournament as they got squashed by Dinosaurs. So, we're going to be having the analysis of the results. 201 players, 67 teams stepped on in to the Luxury Dome for the weekend for the chance to play for that nice prize pool. Now, let's dig on into this, shall we? Dinosaurs Go Burr. So we have the entire breakdown here for this event, and even though Dragon Link is still a problem, and will still continue to be a problem, Buster lucking your opponent, Borreload Savage, Herald Negate, overly consistent boards, yeah, it's still a thing. So we have 47 Dragon Link decks throughout day 1. 201 people, nearly 50% of these people brought Dragon Link. Alright, doesn't that solidify the consistency of this? We had 36 others, which, I mean, doesn't surprise me. We had 35 dinosaur variants. That is like 12 behind Dragon Link. Now, the only reason why that we see this deck doing so good is Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus. Now, according to history, I'm not going to go too far into this, but it was meteors that killed giant dinosaurs, right? So why can't Nibiru kill dinosaurs in Yu-Gi-Oh? Are they trying to rewrite history? Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus didn't exist in real life. Just saying, conspiracy theories, alright? Just kidding. So, Miscellaneous back to 1, please. Alright, we also had 33 Infernoble Knights. Now, at this point in time, Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus is an issue. Dragon Link is an issue. Infernoble's hand looping is an issue. At this point in time, people are just like, Robbie's just complaining. Guys, if you've played right now, you'll see these problems, alright? Hand ripping. Doesn't matter how consistent it is. You sit down across from the table, you're like, oh my god, finally, somebody that's not Dragon Link or dinosaurs. And then they just hand rip you, and you're like, this is worse than the other two. At least when dinosaurs make their big boss monster and go burr, it's pretty consistent. Also, on a side note here to dinosaurs. So, the interesting thing with this whole premise of the deck is we have a deck that focuses on boss monsters from the main deck. Everything else is pretty much extra deck oriented at this point. That's why, like, strategies, maybe we should base more strategies on this. Easier access to boss monsters from the main deck. I don't know, wouldn't that be a thing? Because that seems to be, they actually designed dinosaurs enough to be resilient to be able to play without the extra deck. I'm just saying, maybe that's the way we need to go in terms of future Yu-Gi-Oh! Design. We also had 30 Invoke Dogma. That's pretty high, actually. Alright, I mean, the deck is super easy. Alright, Eldritch variants. Alright. So we had 3 Fibrax / Dragoon, 2 Control, and 2 Invoked Dogmatica. Alright. We also had 2 Buster Dragoon. Huh. Buster Dragoon. 2 of which were Dogmatica. So Dogmatica Buster Dragoon? Is that just ABC Dragon Buster? Anybody's got those lists, send them in to me. I'll cover them tomorrow. That would be kind of interesting to see some of these. We also had 3 Altergeist, 3 Mech Knight, and 3 Shaddoll Dogmatica, actually. Now, in terms of overall representation, Dogma and Dragoon meta, so soon. 22% representation by Dogmatica variants. 10% representation to Dragoon of the Red variants. Alright? So I think that that's kind of interesting overall when you encompass everything from this event. Those ratios are kind of interesting. Now, top teams. Alright. So, 3rd and 4th was Buster Blader and 2 Dragon Link. Now, later on tonight, I am going to cover the Buster Blader deck and some of these other interesting things. I don't know if anybody caught this, but a few people were testing Buster Blader. And I had a couple of videos on the channel a little while ago, just kind of looking at Buster Blader. It wasn't fantastically consistent, but from what I've seen from this deck can do some really cheesy things also. Corny jokes aside, oh my god, dragons are relevant in the metagame. Better call Buster Blader to clean up the big problem here. I think it's kind of cool that we are seeing Buster Blader seeing play in the metagame. Alright, like, that's freaking awesome. Alright, so I'll cover those lists later tonight, but in terms of spice, though, that is very interesting. Alright, yeah, until Buster gets banned, and then bye. Other third and fourth, we had Buster Blader, Infernoble Knights, and Invoke Dogmatica. That shouldn't surprise anybody at all, in the very least. Alright, we also had second place, we had one Invoke Dogmatica, one Dinosaur, and one Eldritch Synchro Dragoon. I believe Farfa talked about that variant. It was, maybe it wasn't that one, but there was a Dragon Link deck that was playing basically just mill 5 and then comboing off on the opponent. The opponent was like, but what do? So that was kind of cool. And then first place was 3 frickin' dinosaurs, right? 3, alright? And what makes dinosaurs so good? Miscellaneous frickin' Asaurus. The craziest hand trap in the entire game. Alright, and you guys think that this is a joke, alright? Being able to make your monsters entirely immune for a turn, there's a reason why the card was formerly at 1. And I just sound like a broken record at this point when it comes to this, but it was interesting. Now, I do have in my grasp a breakdown of special texts from people and what they were playing. And basically this is from each team and some of these things, and some of these made me laugh. One team's special tech was literally okay, you guys gotta read. Let me read you some of these. He plays Dragma Engine and puts in Duster for dinosaurs. Interesting. Okay. Literally does not know how to do combo between us. Alright, well that's cool. I don't know who saw him or D-Link, but played versus him round 3. And he played Geist. We also had one guy that says doesn't know how to Romulus combo. I'm really glad that for special techs, these are what we're putting here. Now, there were good list of techs here. Alright, Mystic Mine made it as a tech choice a lot of the time. And I promised you guys I will eventually make the video that says Mystic Mine is good for the game. We literally had a poll yesterday when I was deadly dying from my cough. But we will talk about how Mystic Mine is an equalizer, alright? A lot of people don't understand necessary evils in the game, but seeing Mystic Mine being listed as a tech choice, especially in the first place list playing 2 of it, it's very interesting. Like, the card really has come down to the point of simply being a tech choice. Also, I'll go more in depth with some of these later when we do our next top 5 tech choices video. But there's a lot of Droll and Lockbird. Alright, there's a lot of Droll and Lockbird. Alright, so don't be surprised. We've gotten to the point now that Droll has kind of showed his ugly head up in the format. And you know things are kind of going south every time Droll and Lockbird has to show up and try to save a format. It's very, very interesting because Droll only kind of shows up in like the worst of formats. He is a very good designed floodgate card, being able to conditionally stop an entire turn. I mean, yeah, he's got the Trickster hand loop where you can take away your opponent's entire hand, but that's besides the point, alright? So, Droll showing up as a good tech choice was good. I also see that somebody put Cock-a-Doodle-Doo as a tech choice on their deck list. Wow, we've come so far. The big cock himself is listed as a tech choice. Some of these Yes. Yes. Special text. Cock-a-doodle-doo, by the way. It's a tuner. I can special summon to start my combo. Very interesting, by the I'll come back to these later, but I mean, here's proof. Special text out of Luxury 7. And then let me just scroll on down here a little bit to get to this. Look at that. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Frickin' cock-a-doodle-doo. It's a tech choice. We've come a long way. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the luxury results. I'm glad to see the dinosaurs did so good. Can we get Miscellaneous put back to 1 yet? Can we get Dragon Link fixed? Can we get Smoke Grenade gone? I'd like to enjoy this format before it's too late. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.